When someone approached me saying they want to quit, I asked them one question is, are they quitting because of a strategical decision, or they're quitting because of an emotional or discouragement? Because there's so many people out there that really want to do what they're doing, but they get discouragements to actually continuing on. Because maybe the thing is not working the way they've expected, or it's because they faced lots of setbacks, or maybe families are not supporting them, or because they feel rejected and they kind of feel alone and they feel disappointed and things are not really going how they anticipated it to go. So it becomes so emotional and they get discouraged and they don't really want to do it again, right? There's lots of people out there that is the reason why they haven't got to where they want to go. Only because they have discouraged. They're not actually quitting strategically. Strategically quitting is maybe you're quitting this because you've seen, you have pivoted and you've realized you could do something a lot better that would add a lot of value to the people that you're working it for, better than what you're doing right now. If that's the strategic decision you're making to get you to that level, I really understand that. But if you're doing it because you are discouraged, really things are not going the way you wanted it to do, and everybody's kind of laughing at you, they think you are a moron or things like that, I would advise you to think about it in a different way. Right? If you're feeling discouraged, if you're feeling you're hitting plateau, you're feeling you're not getting anywhere, instead of quitting, why not just sit back and look at the issue that you're facing and see whether it is a real issue in the first place. If it's a real issue, what then can you do to actually resolve that issue? Because in most cases, it's not a massive obstacle. In most cases, because you are in it so much that you're feeling kind of discouraged and you're working so hard, things are not happening for you, and it's like everything is literally thrown at you. So you're not really motivated to kind of continue doing that. So when you look at it and find a way, what could you do to actually get that motivation back, get that encouragement back? Do you need to have a new capability? Do you need to acquire more skills? Do you need to tap into someone who's gone through what you're about to start or what you're going through right now? So what are the capabilities can you actually tap into to get you to where you want to go? Because that is very key. Because so many people quit their dreams because of discouragement, because they haven't got that emotional support, moral support, or maybe financial support. If you're that person, think it through again. See what you can tap into to take you to the next level. If it is for a strategic reason, what is that strategic reason? Is that a good reason enough for you to quit now? If it is, then probably you want to actually ask for someone else's opinion. Maybe someone that you admire, someone that has become your coach, your mentor, or someone that you really know, they're really experienced in the business world, that you could advise them. Why is that important? Is because if you ask them, they may be seeing that strategic decision in a different way. They may say, okay, you might want to do that to allow you to do that. They may add another step for you in order to enable you to actually continue what you're doing, or actually get you to reaffirm or reconfirm what your strategic, logical next step is to quit what you're doing right now. It's very important. When I started my property investment journey, I was in the same situation. I was in a similar situation where I've been in the property game. I've been looking for property deals. I've been literally binge studying properties, going to properties events, property seminars, networking with so many people. I wasn't getting any deals. I wasn't getting any deals. I was thinking I'm doing something wrong. I didn't have the support I needed. I haven't got any family member who would say, oh, Rahim, you could absolutely do this. I faced disappointment and lots of rejections because, I feel deflated. I feel like this is not for me anymore. I feel like I need to go back to working for people. It went really tough because I nearly quit. But when I was about to quit, I asked myself these two questions. Am I quitting because it's too hard, or am I quitting strategically? So when I looked at the list, I realized I'm really quitting because I thought it would be easier to do I thought property would be easier for me. Then I realized maybe it is a bit harder to actually do what I set myself to achieve. So and then looking at it that way, then I realized that quitting I'm not quitting because I strategically want to quit. I'm quitting because I find it hard and I've got discouragement. I've got no one to actually help me, take me to where I want to go. So what I did then, when I made that list, I look at the capabilities and the skills I need to hone that would allow me to get to where I want to go. Then I start getting personal coaches. I start having personal mentors. I start making friends that are already doing way, way better than what I'm doing. Right, so I became kind of a friend to these people. I tried to surround myself with these people. I tried to ask them questions, and obviously I boost my confidence that way. That would allow me then to go to the next level, because I realized quitting what I was doing then would only get me back to the rat race, start working for people, playing work politics, kissing asses, which I hated so much. I realized that quitting on my rent-to-rent business or my property business would have been the worst decision I would have ever made. So I reversed that decision. I realized that I was only quitting because of discouragement, disappointment, and rejection. The funny thing that happened after that was, soon after that epiphany moment for me, right, I went back, had a new motivation, new reason for doing what I wanted to do. Guess what? It took me 7 months to go through that process to get my deals. It was so hard. It was really, really crazy. But at the 8th month, I started closing deals. I started to close 1 deal, 2nd deal, 3rd deal. I started closing 4 or 5 deals a month. And then I was literally flying through. Right? I was nearly about to give up at that point. But what I did is I tapped into resources, became resourceful, and get someone to mentor me, coach me. That really really reminds me about my capabilities and my skills, and believed in me and told me, Rahim, you can do this no matter what. And obviously I was able to take myself to the next level. So if you're ever thinking of quitting, if you're ever thinking of maybe things are not going your way, you're saying you're not getting deals, these things are not happening for you, people are not listening to you, people are really thinking you're crazy, and you're comparing yourself with other people, what I'd like you to do a moment or so is to look at yourself, think about it. The reason why you wanted to quit, is it emotional reason, is it discouragement, or strategically? If it's an emotional reason, find out what these emotional reasons. Is it because of rejection? Is it because you're not getting any results? Is it because you're not having any progress? If you're not having any progress, look at it in this way. Find out what those emotional feelings are, what are causing those emotional feelings. If you've got a coach or mentor, speak to your coach and mentor, face it with them. Because if you're hiding it, they may not be able to help you. Tell them, listen, I'm facing these difficulties, I'm facing this, I'm facing that. What can I do to actually improve myself? Trust me, if you've got a coach or mentor, they will guide you, because they may have faced that similar situation, because I did. I nearly gave up in my dreams, but what happened was I had to tap into a resourceful person who told me, Rahim, you can do better, and you are clever, you have the capabilities, and then that eventually get me to where I am today. So if you're thinking of quitting, do not quit until you get a definitive answer to understand whether the reason you're quitting for is a strategic reason or discouragement. So if it's a discouragement, try to find out what you could do to overcome that. If it's a strategic reason that will take your business and yourself to the next level, find a way to kind of execute it to take yourself to the next level, and back that up with a good coach or mentor to take you to the next level. If this video has been helpful, don't forget to hit the like button below, subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos.